Today I'm going to be talking about the law of vibration and how by the end of this video, if you pay attention and you sit down and take what I'm about to tell you into account, it can legitimately change the course of your life, make you the person that you were always meant to be, and also get you the things that you've always desired. So I'm gonna go find a spot over here to sit down, but in the meantime, we're gonna talk about how everything in this world is energy, everything in this world is vibration, everything has a frequency, okay? The music that you listen to, the food that you eat, the clothes even that you wear, everything is energy, everything is frequency. The thoughts that you have, words that come out of your mouth, everything is energy, bro, okay? All these things are energy and all these things are frequency. So getting straight into it, we already know everything is energy, everything is frequency, right? Everything vibrates, everything has a vibration. When it comes to becoming the person that you want to be and having the things that person has, right? You have to stop thinking about it as how can I get, right? That is the wrong way to think about it, bro. Stop thinking about how can I get the money, how can I get that girl or that guy, how can I get that dream house, how can I get that dream car. Stop thinking about it in that sense. Stop worrying about getting and start worrying about becoming, okay? So that's the first step, is switching your mindset. The first step after knowing that everything is energy and everything is vibration, the first step after that is switching your mindset from a point of not how can I get things, but how can I become the person that has them. And the way that you become the person that has them is by aligning yourself to the frequency of that person, okay? So when you have low vibrational habits, you have the habits, the actions, the thoughts of someone who is in a low frequency. You are going to get things in your reality of someone who is low frequency. So that is why you always have random inconveniences that happen to you, bro. There is so much more than meets the eye, bro. It is not just a coincidence how all these random negative things happen to you, right? One day you get a flat tire, and then the next day you drop your favorite cup and it shatters, and then a couple hours later you spill coffee on yourself, and then you drop your food when you take it out of the fridge. Bro, all these little minor inconvenient things that happen to you, it is not just a coincidence, bro. You are not just an unlucky person, you are a low vibrational person, okay? You are operating at a low frequency. The reason why you always have these stupid little things that happen to you is because you're operating at a low frequency. You are reaping what you are sowing. You are sowing habits, you are sowing the mindset, you are sowing thoughts, so you are sowing energy of someone who is low vibration, and that is why you are reaping what a low vibration person reaps, bro. So the same reason you can't get out of that 9-to-5 job, the same reason that you can't make any progress towards your business, the same reason you can't have the things that you want and start making the money that you want and feel good about yourself finally, is because you are still in that low state of vibration, bro. Okay, so how do we raise this, right? So I'm talking about, how when you're in a low vibration, you're going to attract low vibration things, right? When you're in a high vibration, it's the opposite. You're going to attract high vibrational things, right? So when you're always feeling good, when you're always talking positively, when you're always thinking positively, when you are doing things that are high vibrational things, because remind you, everything is energy, okay? Everything is vibration. Your actions are vibrations, right? Me coming out here to take a little bit of a walk in nature, make this video, be productive, right? I woke up at 6:30, or I woke up at 6:30 this morning. Me being productive today and taking good actions and building good habits, those are high vibrational things, right? Those are high vibrational actions that are going to help me attract more money, that are going to help me attract health, wealth, etc., right? So everything, bro, everything that you do, you have to be mindful of it, because it is a certain frequency that you are putting out. If I decided to stay in bed today, if I decided to sleep in and not get up when my alarm woke me up, right? Because trust me, bro, it's way easier to just sit in bed. It's way easier to just not do anything, right? Trust me, I know. I'm the first one to tell you, it's way easier, way more comfortable to do all that stuff, right? But first off, that's not doing anything for me. Second off, that is keeping me in that low state of vibration, right? Those are low vibrational habits. Those are the actions and habits of someone who is at a low frequency. And I don't want to be that person that is at a low frequency, because I don't want to attract the things of someone who is at a low frequency, right? So in order to change that frequency, everything matters, bro. Everything counts. The food that you're eating, at the end of the day, it matters. The music that you're listening to, at the end of the day, it matters. Obviously, the thoughts that you have, they matter. The actions that you take, the habits that you're building for yourself every day, they matter. So how do you raise that frequency then? How do you raise that vibration? By implementing the habits, the actions, the thoughts, etc. of a high vibrational person. So you don't have to compare yourself to a movie star, compare yourself to, your favorite, self-improvement person on YouTube or Instagram or something like that. Compare yourself to yourself. So picture yourself in 5 years, 10 years with the exact life that you wanted. What would that person be doing right now, right? Would that person be sleeping until 10 in the morning? Would that person, be eating a bunch of junk food? I'm not saying you can't enjoy your life. I'm not saying you can't indulge in the pleasures of life every now and then. But when you're clearly not in shape, you clearly don't look healthy, and you're clearly not healthy, I don't like why would you, bro? Like, I don't know. That's just my way of thinking. I don't see the reason of indulging in something like that when you're clearly not the type of person that you want to be. That's a very specific example, but anyways, you have to ask yourself, what would that person do? What would that person be thinking? What would that person be thinking, not only about themselves, but the thoughts about others, right? Is that a hateful is this person a hateful person? Are they a negative person? You have to switch your frame of mind, and then you also have to start implementing different activities, okay? So what does this person do? Does this person go to the gym? Does this person work on their health every day? Does this person pray? Does this person have a good spiritual life, right? You have to understand, bro, that literally everything is energy, bro. Everything is vibration. Everything that you are doing right now, it is either going to make or break the rest of your life, right? If you keep sowing seeds of low vibrational habits, low vibrational actions, you're going to reap not benefit, but you're going to reap what you sow, right? That's what the Bible says. Newton's third law corresponds with that. Newton's third law corresponds with that principle as well. So whatever you sow, you will reap, right? So you have to be sowing high vibrational seeds, right? You have to be speaking to yourself positively, thinking about yourself positively. You have to start implementing positive habits, bro. Like, it's hard, bro. You're not going to instantly wake up, bro, and have the exact morning routine of your future millionaire self. You're probably not just going to wake up and make thousands of dollars a day instantly and do all this stuff, bro. I get it. It's hard to do everything all at once. But at the end of the day, it is an identity shift, right? Once you shift into the identity of the person that you want to be, all of that stuff comes naturally. So it really is all in the power of your own mind. Once you can be in the mind frame and decide, make the conscious decision that, okay, I'm done with this life. I'm done with this low vibrational self that I am entertaining, right? That I have been for so long. And I want to be that high vibrational version of me. That is just an identity shift, right? That you can literally just jump into that new identity basically instantly. Let's say you're in the car, right? And you're about to change the radio station. The cell towers or the towers or whatever, I don't know how it works, but the towers that are out there that have the radio frequencies, when you change the radio station, does that radio station that you just went to like barely start playing, like just as soon as you turned it on, then it automatically starts playing like out of nowhere, right? Like the frequency just automatically starts. No, that frequency has been there, right? That frequency was already there. You couldn't hear it, right? That frequency, those waves were already out there being emitted. You couldn't hear them because you weren't tuned in, right? You were not tuned into them. So as soon as you change the station, right? As soon as you change the channel, as soon as you tuned the radio to that frequency, that's when you got onto that. So it is the same thing with us, bro. Your mind is just a receiver and sender of signals and frequency. That is all your brain is, right? It's like a supercomputer. So you just have to tune yourself to that right frequency. You have to tune yourself to the frequency of the person that you want to be. At the end of the day, raw action is the most important thing. So that is why it is most important to pay attention to your habits, right? Think, right? Just like I said, think about what high vibrational version of you would do. And once you understand that everything is vibration, right? Everything is frequency, then you start to be a little bit more picky with who you spend your time with, right? Because not only you have a vibration and frequency, everyone else around you has vibration and frequency, bro. Why do you think there's, bro, it's literally in the word, bro, like vibe. We vibed together. Oh yeah, he has a good vibe. No, I don't like his vibe. Bro, the reason that that's a saying is because that is derived from frequency, from vibration, right? Someone has a low vibration, you don't like their vibe, right? You don't mix with people, right? That's why some people, you don't know what it is, you just can't get along with them, bro. And then other people, whenever you're around them, you just feel good, you feel positive, you feel good about yourself, right? You love being around them because no matter what you guys do, you just feel good. So that's the thing, bro. You have to start being really picky about not only the people that you're hanging around with, because you don't want to catch their negative frequency to bring you down, but you also just have to be aware of what you're doing, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, even food, right? Everything is a vibration, everything is a frequency. So you have to be very, very on top of things. And like I said, I'm not saying you can't indulge in any of life's pleasures, right? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you just have to be more adamant about getting those higher frequencies in more than you're letting those negative frequencies in, right? Because like I said, everything is energy, bro. Law of vibration can literally help you change your life, become the person that you want to be. Stop thinking about things in terms of how you can get them, and start thinking about it in the sense of how can I become the person? How can I match myself to that frequency? If you want to make a ton of money, bro, if you want to be able to quit your job, stop thinking about, okay, what side hustle do I need to make money, bro? Bro, seek first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be added unto you. The kingdom of heaven, also it says in the Bible, is within. And what is heaven and what is hell? You have heaven up here, you have hell down here. Hell down here is that low vibration, bro. Hell down here is when you are indulging in the lust, when you're indulging in the pleasures, when you're indulging in the flesh, right? Stop worrying about that stuff, bro, and start worrying about raising your frequency, doing things that are above, right? Keep your mind centered on things above, not below, right? Keep your mind centered on things that are going to raise your frequency. Keep your mind on things that are going to be pleasurable to your soul, bro, and your purpose as a human on this earth, not on things that are going to be pleasurable to your body, your flesh, right? Like I said, everything is within you, bro. Why do you think that when people are at a high frequency, everything just goes good for them, bro? Why do you think when people are talking about self-improvement, they say, bro, focus on yourself and the girls will come, the money will come, all this stuff? The reason they say that stuff, bro, is because that's the simple way of saying it, right? What they really are saying, what really is happening, is you are raising your frequency, right? You are raising your vibration, you are raising your frequency, and everything else happens, everything else falls into your lap. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be added unto you, right? Focus on raising your frequency, bro, and everything else will fall into place. It's that easy. Stop worrying about the external, focus on the internal, and the external will be provided unto you abundantly, bro. I promise.